I had problems with the stream, and I had to start over because my mic wasn't working. And every time my mic doesn't work, then I just have to restart the computer. That's really the only solution. Okay, let's just get going. I want to say something real quick because I already said it earlier, but I want to make this clear. Right? Me and this game have issues with each other. For context, I'm a huge Xenoblade fan. I mean, like, I think it's more accurate to say Xenoblade 1 is my favorite game of all time. And that is like what's more accurate, if I'm being just completely honest, right? And so this game, when it first came out on the Wii U, I was very excited for it. And let's just say that right now, I wouldn't say that I hate it or anything like that, or I think it's a bad game. But I do have a bit of a weird relation with this game. And I really hope that this definitive edition helps me just, get things out of the way, right? Like, just get it all out, address like my criticisms with the game and what I think of it and all that jazz, right? Okay, so let's just start a new game and start over. I already seen what we're gonna see, which is a cutscene. I can tell you, there's already a huge improvement, and that is a joke about size, and I'll explain as soon as we get to actual gameplay. Okay, Nintendo. The Skywell or whatever. I don't quite remember what it's called. Okay. We are doing this. I'm gonna lower the volume to like there. I think that's fine because it seemed like it's a bit high. It wasn't until I started playing Rivals I realized that my volume is actually way too high. And if I realize on my next stream that is still incredibly high, it's getting like reduced again. Let me get closer to the mic. I will say it's slightly off center, bro. The definitive edition is not like off center. I mean, it's like you have the definitive edition right. No, Xenoblade Chronicles X right in the middle, and the definitive edition just slightly off. Okay. So if you don't know, right, like many people were very excited for this game. This game didn't succeed. Like, let's be real, right? A lot of the reasons why this game succeeded is also the system it came. It came in, which is the Wii U. This game was like, actually, like, to give it credit, it was fairly revolutionary for its time. It had, I still think, bits of I think
July 2054 AD.
I think 5 is good.
The Earth was caught in a great battle between unknown alien forces. Their weapons were terrifying and
I'm just very
powerful
insecure
beyond human reckoning.
because I don't speak that loudly. I'm making an effort to do this, like for
its
stream,
surface reduced to ash and red.
but I don't actually speak all that loud.
The coalition government knew the war was coming. In response, they prepared the Earth-Life Colonization Project, Project Exodus. Interstellar arcs were launched all across the planet, from every major city on Earth.
Damn, so if you live in like some random town in the middle of nowhere,
our home for the last 4.5 billion years.
I mean, actually, you're screwed no matter what.
Most of the arcs never even made it out of the atmosphere. Only a small handful managed to escape. Among them was our ship.
The White Whale. Yeah, I'm sorry if not that invested. I already beat this game. I almost beat it once,
After leaving Earth
and then I
behind,
actually beat
we
it
spent
once.
2 years
If that makes
wandering in
sense.
space, searching.
I tried to
We
make
thought of
another
ourselves
playthrough
as the
like
lucky
not a
ones,
while back, like I think it was like over a
pioneers who
year
would
ago.
settle
But
a new world.
you know, the stuff with the Wii U
But our
and
past caught up with us.
you know, like the sort of issues I have with the game, where I can't quite like
The
sink
alien
my
blitz was
teeth
unrelenting.
into it.
If not for
And I
the
really hope
efforts
that
of a lone
this game,
hero,
like
we would never have
the
survived.
definitive edition, like alleviates a lot of the issues that I have, because I actually do think that a lot of the issues I have with the game are small issues that just sort of add up
The
that
white
can be
whale was
fixed in a
pulled into the
definitive edition.
gravitational field of a
Well,
nearby
I do think
planet.
some deeper ones.
Its hull shattering and breaking to pieces as we plummeted toward the surface.
But I'm telling you, they already addressed one of the issues that not only me, but many people had, and they pretty much corrected that in Xenoblade 2. I'm gonna point it out as soon as we get there. Oh, not yet, not yet.
Since then, 2 months have passed.
I should probably look at myself, like take like a face model of my face so I can know how to look at myself. Okay, so we do not have body type A and B. Maybe somebody should recommend this game to Asmongold. All right, let's see. That looks too Asian. I mean, no. No. I'm pretty sure I can change the haircut. Like I'm not worried about that part. All right. Like I'm pretty sure I can change the haircut. Like the haircut part is not like. Okay, so I'll say the models are an improvement, but they're still not great. I'm gonna assume that we have 1 meter, like an additional meter, and I'm just gonna put my height, which is like 172. Okay, skin. No. I wish I could. Okay, no, that's not what I wanted. That doesn't help me. So hard. Okay, I mean I can go back and forth. Wrinkles. I don't really have wrinkles. Cheeks. My cheeks are definitely on the fatter side. But they don't have the way to make it the fatter. Moles. Okay. Hair. We're gonna check the hair. No. No. This is not really my hair. This one looks a little bit more like it. I think that my hair is longer than this. It's this too. This is kind of what I go for, but it doesn't quite look that way for me. So I think I'm just gonna put this one. Special. Nah, I'm not that anime. Mustache. The problem that I have with the beard, bro, is that not enough. That beard's not enough. Oh my god. Kind of hard to find in between that I want. There's like no brown. Like it's so hard to get brown. Ugh. Wait, it's a little bit better. see. I need like, okay, so okay, that gives me better lining of everything. Drain. No. Okay, so yes. Now that I'm under the light, I can see my skin color a little bit better. No. Wait, I think I'm finding it more or less. I think that's fine. I'm just gonna put it in black. Mine is like light brown. Bro, they do not have brown. They just do not allow you to have brown. They say that I don't like the force close-up like I have. It's a little uncomfortable. Let me see. Here. They did add some options. That
Hey there.
Hey.
Yo. Easy peasy.
What? What?
I've been staggered. Sorry, but it was you. They staggered me. I'm off balance. Victory is ours. Ready and willing.
Hey. Huh? Come on. Huh?
Rock and roll.
I mean, I'm not really even sure which one's.
Greetings.
Hey!
Greetings.
Here I come, Sunch. I'm off balance.
What?
Hey!
What?
I want to return once again because I feel like the face doesn't look that good. That's one of the annoying things. Like I have to look at the face. the situation. I really hate that I cannot change the ice while you're there. I think this is the right face. But yeah, 72, whatever. Let's change the color up, like, because I feel like the hair color is a very important like frame of reference for the skin color. I don't know if it's just me. Fuck. I feel like the hair colors are different. It's not just me, right? This one has different haircuts. Oh wow, so the different body types have like different haircuts. So this is kind of annoying. Okay, let me see if the normal has like more flexibility when it comes to the hair. No, he doesn't. Like he's missing some of the base. No. I'm starting to have a bad feeling. Okay, this one. Okay, this guy, no. This one does have a little bit more flexibility, although he still looks a bit too Asian. I think this one's a better one. Yeah, I think I'll go with this one. Skin color. I really wish I could like, what's it called? Like, get further away. Oh nah, this guy's starting looking like they're sick. Okay. I really wish I could. I really hate this. Okay, let's see. Let's go. Let's add facial hair. I don't have mustache, but that's whatever. Man, it's very restrictive. Yeah, I don't like how restrictive it is. I didn't remember being this restrictive. Yet again, like I never really messed up with it all that much. And I think you can change it later, so it doesn't really matter all that much. Yeah, I want to go back to being 72. My chicks. Yeah, man, okay. Scars, no scars. I mean, I actually do have a beauty mark. It's just that Well, I guess you said moles. I actually do have moles. Beauty mark. The fuck. I'm sorry. I'm just like my brain is like mush right now. Eyeshadow. Like some face paint shit. Bro, look, this is like Demi-Fin Ulquiorra shit. Bro, okay, so this is probably like the biggest upgrade in the freaking, you know, customization. Look, I can be L. You know, I kinda will gladly take being L. These are not bad. These are actually cool. Like I usually don't mess with this. I'm actually tempted, especially because like the freaking what's it called?
I'll do what I can to. You've still got a ways to go.
I'm off balance.
Let's do this.
Shall we? Right, let's do this. Right, let's do this.
I'm not sure, unfortunately.
All right, it's on. Huh? Ready and willing. Hey there. They staggered me.
I'll do what I can to help.
I'm off balance.
No, that's too. Okay, I understand. I'm not. I don't sound the most manly, but
Game and set.
Oh. So
it's too much.
Oh.
Yo. Hey there. Let's do this.
I've been staggered. Hey. Hey. Yeah.
Greetings.
Hey. Yeah.
No.
Yo. Easy Pete. Rock and roll.
I guess I'm gonna choose Rebel. Keep. Okay, size 22. Beer. Yeah, let's just start once and for all. Okay. Holy shit, it's still all dark. Elma, password. Okay. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say
External access
what the
confirmed.
biggest freaking improvement
Disengaging
has been so
stasis
far.
In 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I really hope like this stream just works fine. Like I don't want to have problems with the stream. Already made it this far customizing my own character.
Releasing hatch. Please stand clear.
We're doing this. Okay.
Hey there. Looks like you're all in one piece.
She said the thing. Could you say that again? It's still based off on an old game. Like, it still looks like an old game, but the face
Careful.
models are improved.
Just
even
take it
ever
nice
so
and
slightly.
slow, okay? Your senses will need time to reactivate.
Yeah, the game feels very outdated, like visually, but that's to be expected. And it's not like they could do like a huge revamp with the power of the Switch. You know, I was actually advocating for this game to not get a Switch
Your
port,
pod is
but
the
to
only
get
one
a
around
Switch
that landed
2
intact.
port, because I actually think
Good
like
thing I found you.
the revamp,
My
like the
name's
jump wasn't gonna
Elma.
be enough.
You want to tell me yours?
Yeah,
You don't even remember your own name?
yeah, that's cringe, bro.
Must be the stasis hangover. That's not good. Just try and focus, all right?
Let's go. How long can my name be? Oh, oh my god. Okay, I only have 2 characters left. I have to do the optimal. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, there it is.
Good, there we go. What else you remember?
That's it.
It'll come. In the meantime, I'll get you up to speed here as best I can. How are your limbs? Can you move? We'll take it easy while you shake the stasis out of your system. One step at a time, all right?
Sure.
First things first.
They
You'll be
made
needing
her
a
look
weapon.
more like Albus. I gotta say, like,
There
when
you
Xenoblade
go.
X
All
came
right,
out, like,
let's
there
get
wasn't
going.
this obsession to try to, like, tie the games together all that much. Ever since Xenoblade 2, like, I feel like this, I don't know, the creators became more and more obsessed with that. And now it's kind of on the nose how they do it. Okay. If you ever stump about where to go next, be sure to check any nearby places marked with an exclamation mark. Doing so should reveal the way forward. Though an occasional excursion off the beaten path never hurts. You know what they say, all work and no play after all. Okay. Shit, bro, I'm getting dizzy, bro, like. I can barely see shit. Let me increase the brightness. System. Visual. No. Oh, that you couldn't do that in the original American version. You couldn't actually check the brightness. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you the first improvement. I don't know. I think it's because I'm playing it on it's a 1080p game, and I'm playing it on what's it called? 1440 screen. So it's probably like getting me dizzy as
Most
shit.
of the white whale's life pods didn't survive the crash, like this one. You're one of the lucky few. Right. You don't even remember the white whale, do you?
Yeah, what's that?
You know, the L002? The ship
The
we
fuck you
escaped
talking
Earth
about?
on? You
No
remember
idea,
Earth,
Elma. I have
right?
no idea.
Planet Earth. Your homeworld. Or
You know,
rather,
I'm starting
used
to
to be
thinking
anyway.
about just playing it on my.
Unfortunately, it was caught in a battle between 2 alien
Yeah,
forces.
I'm starting to just looking at my OBS because
and
I think like
destroyed.
just looking at my actual screen is just nauseating. I think maybe I just need to relax a little bit.
Ring any bells?
Nah, no idea.
Don't feel bad. It's one memory I'd like to forget.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna remove the makeup. Now that I see it
I
in
know.
gameplay, it doesn't
It's
look
been
that
following
good.
me for a while
But
now.
I don't think I'll get the option until like
I
very
didn't
late
want
in
to
the game.
alarm you, but we're going to need to defend ourselves. You up to the task?
Okay, it's been a while. Our target and draw the set weapon. After you draw your weapon, press A. It will automatically attack your opponents with a certain frequency, but only as long as you keep the enemy within your attack range. Arts are special abilities your weapons give you access to. Select them with the D-pad and then press A. Instead of maximum of 8 R's, your art power. After you use an art, it will be put on cooldown, taking down to use it again. Okay. Different arts have different cooldown lines.
Let's get this started.
Let's see what you got. Shadow Strike! Slide!
Now,
How do you
gobble 'em
change
with
the
some
weapon?
gunfire.
Okay, yeah.
Flame grenade.
Okay, so I don't really have any.
You're not half bad. There's plenty of work back in the city
very
for
easily
someone who knows
impressed,
how to
Elva.
handle a weapon, you know.
This means nothing.
Then you're interested.
Like
In
the
that
choices
case, I
really
might have
do
just
very
the job
little.
for you.
Usually, you can get a little bit of
anyway, we can
affinity
talk
with
more
the
details
characters,
later.
but they
For
really
now, let's
don't
keep
move the
moving.
nail like in the game at all. Like they really don't do much for the game. Okay, all right. Okay, so I'm gonna say it. So voice prompts are instructions, suggestions, or requests of your party members to call out in a heat of battle. Successfully responding to them triggers very useful runes, right? When an ally uses soul voice prompt arts on your palette, which match the will be highlighted, right? Like yes, like they're gonna tell you like it's like a melee attack type shit, right? If you use an art that it's highlighted, you will succeed at, in the prompt, and you and the prompt issuer will regain some HP and receive beneficial effect, and your affinity with the ally will improve. Yes, that's exactly what I said, that the choice system is not really that important. Okay, I'm just gonna say it finally. The font in the original game on the Wii U, it was incredibly annoying. It was incredibly annoying because the font was so small. Oh my god. I feel like the okay. Oh yeah, I forgot about this feature. Right, it's like you have like a satellite thing that will allow you to see shit from the sky. But yeah, like the font was so small, it was just incredibly hard. Wait, what? I actually can do some of the freaking
Open fire.
I actually cannot do some of the mechanics.
Shadow Strike! Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike!
Like this.
Yeah, do not. You don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to like respond immediately. Wait for the soul command, and like you know, it will give you the extra HP. In this game, you don't actually have any healers. Bro, I actually can't move anything. I cannot jump. Oh, wait. I'm like, yes, I can jump. Okay, I think I figured. There it is. That's how you get the camera. Okay, I was a bit confused. I don't know what I was trying to do. You jump with R, the R trigger.
Let's get this started.
They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack.
Let's see you wobble.
Sliding slinger!
I'm gonna give you a trigger.
I owe you one.
You can change weapon with Y. Oh, sorry, X. Sorry, is it? I am in Xbox mode.
Now, topple them with some gunfire.
I'll topple them.
Easy peasy.
Wow.
Nice work.
Right, there it is. It's gonna take me some time to get used to it. Jesus Christ. Like, bro, like, I'm getting DC as hell. Oh, yeah, you can run in this game. This game's movement is great. Especially once you got, like, a skill. Yeah, the font, yeah, so I was saying, right, it was very hard to read. No, I'm not talking about when you use the Wii U gamepad. Like, it was just hard to read. Like, didn't matter how big your freaking monitor was. Like, it just didn't matter. Reading the freaking text was so difficult, and that's why they made the font in Xenoblade 2 so aggressively large. And that was a great call. Also, Suga Conroy mentioned this, that apparently the font in the Japanese version is even smaller.
Let's see you wobble.
Shadow strike.
It's even smaller.
I can't move.
It's even smaller. So imagine. Just imagine how annoying it was. Like for the Japanese. No, imagine, because remember, this game actually came before in Japan. But it came in the US, in America, and like the rest of the world. Really.
I'm in a good position. Open fire.
Ah, shit. Let me give it to Alma.
I owe you one. I can't move.
Yeah, but I don't have my R.
I'm in a good position.
Target in
Open
sight.
fire.
Scream it.
Dinner is served.
Okay, we got it.
Nice work.
Yeah, looting is more like Xenoblade 1. Combat, collectible items, all that stuff is more like Xenoblade 1. It's really Xenoblade 2, like, it just like did things very differently in this regard. You can run and you can like swim faster. I was saying nada like in my native language, but yes, you can swim faster too. Sometimes it's just fun to just like jump right now. But I'm probably not gonna do it right now because holy shit, it's getting me dizzy as hell. I have to take this game.
It didn't have to be like this. They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack.
Let's see you wobble. Flame grenade.
We're gonna give it to Elma.
Appreciate it.
I think she draws more aggro than I do. Okay, so actually, I remember in the original Xenoblade Chronicles X, like it was very hard to tell if an opponent was like aggressive. I mean, not as like later games where it's basically like impossible, like you don't get any indication at all. But here,
open fire.
Target in sight.
It's
Scream it. Shadow strike. Appreciate it.
Assault hammer. Topple them.
yeah, like for example, you didn't have those indications, like the topple indication. You didn't have them.
We got him. Let's move.
You didn't have like the indications that you had in the UI that the enemy was topple or was staggered. So far they changed the game a lot. And here's where the sun rises up. The sun is coming out. Come on. Stop raining. I mean, I need rain in real life. I don't need it in the game right now.
Sunrise. Follow me. I promise you're gonna love this.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. If I was a human, I would love seeing Earth, rather than finding out that I'm stuck in a different planet. I said the thing. right? So I'm just gonna tell you, this game actually did something historical. It's like, I believe 5 times bigger than Skyrim, and that was unheard of at the time. But so was the Wii U, so it didn't really help this game a lot. And this game was really hurt by the fact that it was on the Wii U, even though I do think the game had a lot of flaws. I have to recognize that you know, times were cruel to this game. Okay. Hopefully this fucking game will not betray me again. I think I'm just gonna edit the bots because this is becoming like such a common occurrence that I feel like I have no option but to edit the bots myself. Fuck, man.
We call this planet Mira. You won't find it on any star chart.
What the
But
hell
it's
is that?
our new home.
For now. Or forever. Yes, as I was saying, the font's a lot more
Recognize
readable.
the habitat unit? That's where we're headed.
Now the question is about the sound design,
Watch
which I
yourself.
don't think it's
That
fixed.
first step's a doozy.
I was saying, right. Look at like
We can jump if
Elma's
you like.
skin. She used to
You
be a
could
lot
handle the
more
fall.
dark skin than this.
But the indigents down there are another story.
I don't know if it's the lighting
Some
or
big,
something, because
some
I'm
lean,
pretty sure that,
all
that
nasty.
my character also is supposed to look a little bit
Given
darker.
our options, the high road here would be the safer way to go, relatively speaking. That said, whichever way you want to go, I'll follow your lead. You
I don't
decide.
get that. Why? Why would you follow my lead? It's like you're the boss here, Elma. There's like certain enemies you can find on Mira will attack you as soon as they detect you. You can tell an enemy's detection type by the icon next to their name. Is no icon, non-aggressive, will attack unless you attack. Will react when you enter its field of vision. Will react when you wander too close to it. Auto run, because yeah, I mean this is something that was added in Xenoblade 2, so now it's a standard thing. What is auto run? The command. Missions, intel, active party members, system. Gameplay tips. Now the gameplay tips app will actually be in the game. Auto talk and fill with combat. Many locations, enemies, group categories, whatever, weather conditions. Treasures, collectibles, materials, information. Menu, ground year, blah blah blah. Sprinting. Toggle. Oh, I see. It was. Wait, what? I'm pressing the right buttons. Why does it not wanna like press them? Oh yeah, to change time, you don't actually change the time manually. You have to get into these like odd chambers things, and then you like basically slip in there, kind of like the
Sir!
Yeah, if you follow the clickdown pattern, just head east until you reach the habitat. Try not to get any powerful enemies or whatever. Right? So yeah, but it's kind of like the whole hotel things in Xenoblade 2, except this one is the only way that you can change time. Let's go.
Let's get this
They're
started.
off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack. Slide!
Let's see you wobble.
Shadow strike!
Split edge.
Okay. Another thing is, you see that like that around the arts, the cooling arts, like stuff.
Top of
Gunfire. Split edge.
Screen edge!
Easy peasy.
Okay.
We got him. Let's move.
You see that it's going up, like when you auto attack.
Let's get this
They're
started.
off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack.
Let's see you wobble.
Slide!
Topple them. Fire away. Flame grenade.
Okay, let's go.
Split edge. Look at that.
Now,
Follow
fly!
up with melee attack. Now, topple them with some dinner is served.
We got him. Let's move.
Early bird. Okay. Yeah, like basically you can power up the arts if you build up, like a gauge that they have, like a meter that they have around them. It builds a meter that basically superpower the art. Yeah, you can see. Fuck. Okay, so how exactly do you activate the freaking auto run? Let's go to system. Input diff, change your time. Oh no, you can change time here. Let me see. I keep pressing it, but it doesn't work.
Didn't have to be like this.
Okay.
Open fire. Follow
Target
me.
in sight! Shadow strike!
Assault hammer. Flame grenade. Look at that. Follow up with melee attack. Chrome armor.
Appreciate it.
Easy peasy.
Nice work.
We're not auto saving.
Didn't have to be like this.
Ah.
Shadow strike!
Chrome armor.
I owe you one. Slide! Slinger!
They're tough. Heal me
I
up.
should heal up first.
Split edge. Look at that. Follow up with melee attack.
My turn! It's destroyed. Move in and strike! Slide! Slinger!
Block this.
Force! Shadow strike!
Okay. Oh yeah, there's like a huge. It's like it's something that I actually didn't pick up on. It's like they're teasing the fact that, well, you can survive a really, you can survive basically any fall. And there's actually an explanation for it. They don't give it to you right now, but I gotta say, I think about it, and it was like a clever, like foreshadowing.
Assault hammer! Lock this! Now, couple them with some gunfire.
Early bird.
Okay.
That put a dent in him. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Leave it to me.
Right.
Take it back. Follow up with melee attacks.
Okay.
Really?
Shadow strike.
Give them hell.
Come on. Oh.
Slide. Destroyed. Move in and strike.
Oh, I just died. Yeah, I just died. Okay. So here it's harder for you to be revived because why? Because you need your teammate needs to have 3,000 TP in order to revive you. I don't know. Well, I don't know if they changed it because I do believe they changed some like video game mechanics, which is something that they didn't do in Xenoblade 1. So I actually wasn't expecting that they do it. We're not gonna go over it. Look, we can survive the fall. That's all you need to know. I'm gonna be playing this game on my time off, like to do like the side quest stuff. Like I'm not gonna like subject you guys to like watch me like get some guy like a slice of pizza or something like that. I will just do like the more cinematic stuff and some of like the somewhat important quest. I'm not gonna subject you guys to like filler shit. Who the fuck wants to see that? Holy shit, they're already tough. And you gotta be careful. Yeah, that's why you need to respond to the soul voice commands, because they give you health and you don't have any healers. Okay, be careful, careful. Oh shit. And these ones do not stop being aggressive. Like they will chase you quite a bit. I know that you probably just realistically, yeah, you could realistically just walk. No, auto run does not work. I keep saying that it works, but it doesn't work. I'm gonna tell you something that so far, it seems like, I don't know if it's fixed, because honestly it's been a long time since I played the game, so I cannot tell you if this is like, oh yeah, this is 100% fixed, right? Although if this is the direction that they go through, like, it's definitely a good one. But the game was very criticized for not having tutorials, basically at all. I mean, I think they have like game tips and stuff like that, but he never really had any real tutorials. So I'm gonna see if they check that. What I'm very worried, especially after playing Xenoblade 3, is that they overcorrect. Like, that's not a good thing. Oh, I see why. I kept pressing A instead of B. I'm just an idiot. No, the freaking auto run button doesn't work. I'm just a freaking idiot.
Looks
I
a
was
lot bigger
pressing
up close, doesn't
Xbox
it?
brain right now.
And this was just the habitat unit. The White Whale was one hell of a ship. Until it all came crashing down, at least.
This is kind of why I wish
That's the
Nintendo
West Gate.
will release their games on
It's
PC.
closed off now for security
Not only could I
reasons.
actually
But we've
play this game
repurposed a freight
natively
elevator
to
that will get us
my
inside.
PC specs without making me dizzy.
Grex's.
I could actually play with like Xbox controller settings. It will make my life a lot easier. Oh shit!
Leave them roaming
I don't think we can
Not
beat
this
them right
close to
now
the gate. We're gonna have to
because I
take them
haven't
down.
grind.
You ready?
No, I think they're like level 6 or so. I should have. Yeah, like range weapons don't do a lot of damage. Okay, so let's just go over here, right? The weapons you use on foot are split between melee and range weapons. This is like single-handedly what makes this game different from every other single game. You can stitch within them with X. Melee weapons can only attack close range. I mean, that's not entirely true. You can actually like get like melee hits from fairly far away. Tend to do more damage per hit. Attack can attack, and range weapons can attack at range, tend to hit multiple times, but damage per hit tends to be lower. I mean, it kind of compensates for it. When you use a nod, you will automatically switch over, to the weapon of the art that is associated with it. Your melee weapon for melee weapon arts, and your range weapon for range weapon arts, right? Right. The arts which are associated with the weapon you're currently wielding, melee or range, will continue their cooldown even after they're ready to use. This is called secondary cooldown, right? Yeah, this is gonna explain what I just said. Art used at full secondary cooldown will have a greatly increased effect, right? This is what happens when you like you build this up with like auto attacking.
Here they come!
Shadow strike! Slide! Flinger! Destroyed! Move in and strike!
Flame grenade! Look at that! Follow up with melee
Now,
attack!
my turn!
Chrome armor!
I owe you one.
No time for down.
Okay, we got it.
Slide! Flinger!
We're just gonna build it while we're...
Shadow strike! Upper hand!
Split game!
Strength comes from the spirit. It's true on any element.
Infuriate!
Slide! Flinger!
Good!
Now,
turn to
my
light.
turn!
Okay, we got it. That was not so difficult.
It's a shame we had to settle near so much wildlife. Luckily,
I really have
some
to get
species
rid
aren't
of
so
that
hostile, but they
eye
aren't
shit
necessarily
that I have.
friendly either. I've come to learn that there's a fine line between self-defense and provoking a fight. We need to walk that line. All right, let's head in. Who knows? Maybe seeing the inside will jog your memory.
Man, I must be like a stubborn, like it's very stubborn guy, but... Glasses. Oh, they can't attack me. If I get close to them, they will attack me. And these are like bad things. Yeah, bad looking things. They're very annoying. But let me get some collectibles. You guys have no idea how blessed you are that you can read what's on the screen. Oh, hello. You must be the new friend that Coronel Elma mentioned on her report. Having just woken up after all that time, I'm sure you're dying to get home and take a shower. Fortunately, the west gate is closed at the moment. If you want to enter the city, you'll need to use the elevator at the top of the stairs. They'll probably open the gate soon, thanks to the great work you guys did killing the monsters that were causing all that trouble. But until then, you'll have to forgive the inconvenience. Please understand. I need Wada reference. Oh my god, I'm going to hell for that. And this is it. And this is going to be especially useful when I play on handheld mode, doing like a bunch of like filler quests. You're gonna see the, what's it called? The heart of hearts. You're gonna see like definitive missions. You're gonna see stuff like that. I will say, I have to say this game is the best looking Xenoblade game at night. The only problem is its graphics are a bit dated, but it is, I do think like it has the best looking places at night. Damn it. Yeah, it's speaking of night, it's already like, is it that late? I don't think so. The limitations of the break-in. What was that?
Well,
okay, I thought it was no, I think
Not
it's part of the
shabby,
song.
huh?
I thought it was a bug of the.
For a giant beached spaceship, anyway.
Yeah, they make her look like Alvis a lot.
But, like it or not, this place is our home now. We took the name.
And I don't
from the
even
city
remember
it was
Isle
modeled
Home. I
after
don't
back
think it's
on
gonna be
Earth.
that difficult to, you know, get used to it.
We call it New Los Angeles.
You know, when I
Welcome
think about it,
to
it is actually
NLA.
kind of weird that we didn't get to play this game in Japanese. Like, because the marketing of it, like the trailers, before like the very
And
last
so
one
it
before you
was
released
that
like
another survivor came
in
to join our
America,
band of refugees.
we're all in Japanese.
Together, we resolved to forge a new way of life here on Mira. Come what may.
And also this one has American voice
New
acting
LA
instead
is
of,
our beautiful
you know,
lie to ourselves. Truth
British.
is, we were adrift, heading into the unknown. Our native home was gone, swallowed in a shroud of light. And our future was uncertain. We had no idea what fate lay in store for us. Only that we had to keep living in order to see it.
Okay, just a moment. I think it would have been better if this thing came out for Switch 2. Definitive Edition. Yes. I don't remember this. No, I think you had multiple data. I just, right, like I said, right now it's just like, it's a bit fuzzy. But I do think you had multiple like data files that you could save in. No, you didn't. I'm pretty sure the previous game you couldn't save on multiple files. Like you couldn't on the Wii U.
Let's start
I'm
with
pretty
your
sure you
living
couldn't do
quarters.
that.
Follow me.
It's interesting.
Brave citizens of New Los Angeles, good day. This is your Director General, Maurice Chausson. Today, I once again come to you with news I am truly delighted to share.
Oh yeah, that's the old man.
Yesterday, we
Bro, I can't see
repatriated
shit, bro.
10 more White Whale crew members. These fellow pioneers will rejoin our ranks as citizens of NLA, bringing with them skills and know-how that will bolster our ability to survive and indeed flourish here in our new home. This, of course, is only the latest success in our continuing efforts.
Bro, I still cannot see his face.
Since when?
For the rescue and recovery
I mean, this is
of
2
our
days
ago,
old.
ma'am.
brothers and sisters.
Oh,
I
it
stand
is.
here truly humbled and
From
grateful.
political aide to director general in just a few weeks. At this rate, he'll be emperor by next month.
And a better tomorrow.
Irina? Gwyn?
Nice work out there, ma'am.
Right. Introductions. Irina Akulov, Gwyn Evans.
Gwyn's American
This
and
one of the survivors, Colonel?
Irina is Russian.
The survivor. I only found a single pod intact at Starfall Basin.
Wait, what? What happened to 10 more crew members?
Overselling.
Come
it.
on, seriously? Chausson was never one to let the truth get in the way of a good speech.
Wow, and I
Still,
thought that
every
10
last
was very
survivor
little.
counts. You can call me Irina. I'm with the Interceptors.
I mean, it's your name, girl.
Me too. Same division. You can call me Mr. Evans.
Sure.
Or just Gwyn.
The three of us were in the Coalition forces together. Specifically, the Special Operations Heavy Armor Training Unit, aka the Skeleton Crew. I was a colonel and Irina a lieutenant. Gwyn was a more recent recruit. Of course, I keep telling them we don't need those old ranks anymore now that we're here.
You're still Colonel to me, ma'am. No reorg will ever change that. And that's not about chain of command either. It's about respect. You've
I
earned
mean,
it.
it's still about. I
And the
mean,
award
to
for
be
best
fair,
ass kiss goes to...
Well, I'd remind you both the ma'ams aren't necessary if I thought you'd listen.
All right, ma'am. We should be getting back to work. Until next time, Colonel.
I mean, to be fair, she's technically. I'm pretty sure
Right.
Elma is still
We
higher
should be
rank
going
than them.
too. The administrative district isn't far.
And I don't understand why
That's where
ranks
you'll
will
be
stop
calling home.
mattering.
For now, anyway.
New Los Angeles. Nueva Los Angeles. And holy shit, god damn it, we couldn't avoid it. But we got the awful Night New LA team. Yes, that's another controversial thing about this game is the soundtrack. I know that some outsiders may be confused about that, but you know, maybe it will become clear as time goes on. Hey, aren't you the new guy? Hey, you're the new guy, aren't you? The new crew member that Emma found, right? I was wondering what sort of person you'd be. You're a handsome one, that's for sure. Yeah. Yes, sir. I like your cult of Jeff. Welcome to New LA. We're happy to have you. I'm sure there's all sort of stuff you have to do before you get situated, paperwork and whatnot. In that case, you can just hop right into the transport that's idling over there, and it'll take you straight to the administrative district.
Sir,
Mel Blade. Yeah, that gate's out of commission at the moment. Busted servos or something. Anyway, you got business, blah blah blah. God damn it, I'm such a slow reader.
Well, let's see.
I hear gunshots and some sort of dying well from the other side of the west gate. I guess one of the teams must have been fighting with an indigent. I really hope they finally took out the aggressive indigent that have been causing problems just outside the city. Because in that case, we should be able to reopen the west gate soon. And here this is the time we meet the narrator, Galacta from Marvel Rivals. Jesus Christ. Man, okay. Oh, you know, I finally realized your new haircut reminds me of Kirito's sister or cousin or whatever, Suguha. I just realized that, well, the thing is that they gave her a new haircut. And honestly, she's probably the biggest beneficiary of the character model glow up. Like 100%. Anybody who wasn't like, didn't have her as their waifu can tell you that. Yeah, she now looks kind of adorable. Like her face model, like she was like easily the most ruined one by her face model in the Wii U version.
Look, I know what exhaust smells like, and it was exhaust in the cockpit. Just check the ductwork, would you?
Oh, I'm checking. I just seriously doubt. Hey, look at that! The intake exhaust bypass is reversed. Oh man, it's a good thing I caught that.
You caught that? You're the one who cleared me to fly.
Everything okay? It's not like you to flub a flight check, Lynn. Good thing you had a rugged pilot like Doug at the controls.
Oh, hey Elma. How'd it go out there? And would this be one of the you-know-who's?
How did they know so fast? There wasn't like a cutscene where like where she was like, yeah, this is
and
whatever.
top all-around fix-it gal
Like
for Blade.
Lin Koof, right? Find out how old she is.
She's 13, and I
Yeah,
know
she's
she
very
looks
young.
young, and she is young, but trust me, she's one of our top talents.
Most of the time, that is.
As I know,
Most of the
guys, she's
time.
not legal.
Anyway, you guys heading back to the barracks?
Yeah.
I think.
Why do you ask?
Okay.
As long as you're here, why don't I take you on the transport? It's a great way to see the city. I'll give you the grand tour.
That sounds like a great idea.
All right, Doug, I think that'll be all for today. You can clean up here and dock the Skell.
What?
Don't mind the exhaust. I'll take care of it tomorrow.
Don't mind it? Wait, why am I cleaning up your mess in the first place? Lynn! Lynn!
Okay. You can change your active party members from main menu into active party members. There you can select allies from the reserve and add them to your party and swap them around. Please know that there are times when you will not be able to change members. Okay, that still makes sense. God. Oh my god. Okay, so this is something that oh yeah, you can control the characters, but that doesn't really matter. There's no reason to control anybody but your character, objectively speaking, and I'm probably not going to do that, to be honest. But let me tell you guys, something that was like a big frustration in the previous game is you actually couldn't do this, believe it or not. What you had to do is like the characters had like a specific place in New LA where they will always be hanging around. And you had to, every time you wanted to add them to your party, you have to go there every time. And you have to have space. Well, not really. I don't think you have to have space. At that point, I'm just like making stuff up. No, but you had to go there. It was a hassle. You always had to go there to add them to your party so that you know they can basically like you know you have to control them, right? So it just made the game unnecessarily tedious, and it just one of the big problems with this game that has is that these two are basically with you all the time. Oh my god, they have better. I just realized, look at the affinity. Like, look at the hearts on the corner, right here. Man, this is gonna make it a lot easier to actually like keep up with affinity. Yeah, that's actually awesome. But yes, so now you can actually just pick them up from a menu. That's a great thing. This is a huge deal. Now there's another problem that this game has. Okay, let's just move on, right? The problem is the bench party members do not level up in the original game. Now you might say that that's not a huge problem. To me it is, because it's kind of like a problem that it's only allowed to get worse. Like, you're already heavily incentivized to mainly use Lynn and Elma. So the fact that the bench party members do not level up only makes that issue worse. You know, I said that this game is beautiful at night, and I'll say the only exception is probably New LA. Besides the theme, I just think New LA does not really look that impressive during night.
Huh? You can see everything from up here.
It beats walking, that's for sure.
Yep.
The best way to see NLA. I never get tired of this view. It's like a different city every time.
It's certainly come a long way in the last
I mean, that's not really the view that I'm seeing.
There's still so much to be done.
Okay, so I'm supposed to look at the city, but they're not showing me shots of the city. Not that it's really necessary, you know, like...
Speaking of
we
which,
receive a lot of like good shots
from
the city when we first arrived.
Why don't you give us the express tour, Ray? Just the highlights.
Okay, you got it.
Okay, so oh yeah, I remember. Like she's gonna tell us like what each place
New
is.
LA is divided into 4 districts. We departed from the industrial district,
residential,
where Doug and I
and
were
like
conducting the flight
there was
test.
one more, I think.
It has food production, skill
Oh yeah,
development,
that one.
you know, industries and stuff.
It's also where the West Gate is located, remember? Expect to pass through there fairly often.
Yep.
The only other gate out of the city is in the administrative district, but I'm skipping ahead.
Next is the commercial district. Restaurants, galleries, cafes, clothing, groceries, you name it. It's a veritable shopping paradise.
Right.
The CD is the closest thing to a downtown we've got. It can actually get pretty crowded sometimes.
Well, by NLA standards anyway. Day or night, the best and only bargains on the planet. To your right, the residential district. Housing, housing, and more housing. Well, plus a nice park and the cathedral.
It's
if you're ever
unwalkable,
looking
bro.
for quiet time alone, or want to
I'm not being
relax
ironic.
and unwind
It's
with a
like,
good
bro,
book,
why the fuck
that's the spot.
is so car centric?
Right?
Why
park
is
my
like
favorite place to
why
just
did they
zone
choose
out
to
and
make it
chill.
so car centric?
And last
This is
but
funny.
not least, our destination, the administrative
It's like, why the
district,
fuck?
the nerve center at the heart of NLA.
Don't you guys like you guys can make it
Note
more
the
dense?
distinct dual-level structure here. The upper level holds our administrative tower, home to Blade HQ and the government. Not to mention Armory Alley, as well as the barracks where we live. The lower level there is a hangar complex for Skell maintenance and repairs.
I gotta say, like NLA is quite chill for being like a survival camp.
And this concludes our tour. We will be landing shortly.
New LA.
Thanks, Lynn. We'll save the rest of orientation for once we're back at the barracks.
Okay, I think I already got it past the point where we would have ended the stream before.
Enjoy your stay in the administrative district, and thank you for flying Linley Airlines.
Right. Let's get you over to the barracks. Then I should file my report. They'll be eager to hear the details on how I found you, I'm sure.
Well then, we better not keep them waiting. The barracks are pretty close, actually. They're set up just behind the giant blade tower here. That road there wraps around the left side and leads right to it.
Okay.
We'll pass through Armory Alley, but let's not get sidetracked, okay? We can check it out later.
Okay, so far it seems like they haven't ruined the game by adding like awful tutorials like in freaking Xenoblade 3. Okay, let's see. Party, Ground Deer. Gravity resistance. Yeah, we're gonna update our freaking gear. I think there's like a button that allows you to like optimize it, which I didn't realize. Lara Nara. Ask Lara Nara about data battle. Oh my, is a new guy. Turn in the battle all for help. You're making me blush. You bet I'll teach you. I'll teach you everything you want to know. You earn battle points as your battle base level and class rank rise. You can spend those points to upgrade your skills, arts, anytime you like. You can either upgrade your arts to learn devastating techniques or upgrade your skills to heighten your overall power. It's totally up to you. I wonder what sort of blade you're going to become. Such possibilities. Discuss. I heard that there was this stall scale in the residential district, so I went to see it for myself. And would you believe it? A real looker. A blade was standing right beside it. He was just my type. In coincidentally, assign us both to the same mission. Wow. Okay. Transfer pylon.
What is it?
Sorry, but the transport has been grounded for maintenance. We should be moving soon again. Whatever. Stella.
Sir! Here's what I know.
This is Stella. process. That we are aware that not all new LA citizens are on board with Director General Charleston's policies, but the more we allow our deals to enslave us, the grimmer our situation will become. Hopefully, some breakthrough opportunity will present itself eventually, and you got to look out for someone who just might be able to accomplish that. If you're ever ready to be that opportunity, let me know. I'll assign you something important. Thanks. I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't have the field action. Now, what I'm curious is how they're gonna address like the mechanics that were, how can you say it? A freaking
Gotta say, this blade's looking pretty sharp.
yeah, the mechanics that were
Now then.
gamepad ran. Let's set a course for the barracks. We can die later. Okay, let's see. Armory Alley, let's see. Okay. So, as what's troubling her? Yes, actually. I'm not going to talk about it. I don't even want to entertain the possibility of it being true. I'm going to stay positive and hold on to hope. So please don't ask again. Well, it's sell strange and unusual stuff for my husband takes up out on the job. He's a pet finder, and so he's always finding crazy space junk and whatnot. I don't have anything to show you right now, fortunately, but check later. He should be back in a little while with a new haul that'll blow your battle socks clean up. Fritz.
Working hard?
Let's go over to the
Wonderful.
offense. Do you see the Director General General broadcast earlier? Apparently, they discovered 10 new crew members. Dude. At this rate, the survey of Mira that's been stalled for so long will probably be able to resume soon. That sure was a relief to hear.
Working hard?
The city's economy has finally sprung to life, and customers are storming to Armory Valley. I must admit, I worried about the future when we were attacked by an unknown enemy and had to crash land in some dangerous world. The humans are tenacious creatures. It's hard not to appreciate that when you see the level of energy on display here. But I'd rather be part of this than a mere observer, so I better get to work. Anybody can use that terminal that instruction.
What?
Wire.
Well.
After that horrible fate that befell Earth, some humans have not come to resent all uniforms. But as a scientist, I'm always eager to see examples of life forms who acquire intelligence through a different evolutionary path. From what I understand, they found ruins throughout this planet that suggest intelligent life existed here previously. I always relish opportunities to encounter the unknown. What about you?
What?
Let's go over some developments. I may be a rough and tumble blade, but believe it or not, I was once studying to be a biologist. When I was a student, I was always off on one crossover trip after another, doing field work with my professor. We traversed jungles and deserts hunting for rare animals and fossils. And when we find one, we jump down with glee like children, huh? My professor stayed behind on Earth, but I know he'll be thrilled to come here and see all identified species on Mira. Let's see. You cannot use this now. No fun allowed. All right, people, remember to each us bear the weight of humanity's very existence upon our shoulders, right? Aren't there any wealthy places anywhere who are willing to donate resources to arm manufacturers? You really help sped up the creation of new equipment. Let's go. Well then, this is where the arms manufacturers are based. This building is for all companies that are involved in the research, development, and sales of weapons and armors for Blade. But you're not a Blade yourself, are you? Forgive me, I assume that you were officially registered by the way you were armed. Jesus. Disgust. My professional duties include recruiting Blades for uranium gathering missions. That's a good one. Unfortunately, I've had a few interesting parties. Our most Blades are busy installing data probes, battling tyrants, and performing other vital duties. But if you find yourself with uranium to spare, I might invite you to accept one of our assignments from Mission Control. Needless to say, we will pay a fair price for the uranium as a mission reward. I do hope you'll consider this proposition. Okay. I don't think we can go. Division time. Okay.
Well.
Shouldn't you strive to be passionate about fulfilling your duties as Justin? All right. Walter. Inquire.
Oh.
Yeah, Semester Square. Isn't it? I'm surprised. It was quite obvious. Providing guidance to new Blades is one of my favorite duties, so Elman's report made it straight to my desk. I might give you one piece of advice. Do what you must to survive. Attack your foes from the back or side, but never head on. Call it cowardice if you like. It's still quite preferable to being dead. I believe the most important asset of a Blade is the judgment of calmly assess any situation, no matter how dire it may appear to be. That said, a girl named Mia who possesses not a single shred of judgment has just applied for a transfer to Blade. I'm not enthusiastic about her prospects. She has a pluck, true, but pluck without judgment is a recipe for an early and needless death. I just saw her out in the division drive. She seemed to be thinking quite deeply about something. Whatever she's plotted, I'm sure it's nothing good. I hope I can convince her to quit soon. Yeah, I do know who Mia is, and she was actually one of the few characters that I find interesting. The insectoid indigents tend to be sturdy, so there's alarm effect with them. Things like flames, turn attacks with energy waves, than physical attacks. Okay. Alright, let's see.
Really?
So where are you from? I immigrated from Russia before the commodity struck Earth. Also, just like Urena.
Listen.
I wonder if the crew member Elma's team found will come through here. I'd love to get a peek at that movie. Bro, I'm right here.
Well.
I see.
Blade won't be able to accomplish anything until we expand frontier now, so it's up to us Pathfinders to blaze through the trail to the future, right? Let's go with Jolanda. Alright. Area.
How goes?
That's right, I don't. Well, I'm participating in the American Liner Inquire.
Alien freaks.
Xenophores set what lay west to the air follow while attacked us without any attempt to issue demands. Commander Nagi ordered us into our scales to fight back, but those bastards kept coming. I lost a lot of friends that day. To a man, the survivor said, To a man, the survivor said that they felt lucky to have made it out alive. But I don't feel lucky at all. I won't until the day my fist meets the face of whatever monster ordered that attack. I don't know where he is, but when I find him, I'm gonna beat him until he can't stand.
How goes? Got a second?
Yeah, something's wrong with me, alright? This Blade friend of mine, who's like a little brother to me, he went and found himself a girlfriend in New LA. Now, every time we go drinking, I get a bunch of questions about love and relationship and crap. I could teach him loads about how to throw a punch, shoot a gun, pilot a scale, but I don't know a damn thing about love. Never been in love and never want to be. I do know this though. If he fails to jump during an attack because he's mooning over what's her name, I'm gonna answer all his love questions with my fists. You know, I feel like I already like stalled a lot. Let's just go to the base, right? You guys don't want to see me doing this over and over. I'm trying to take. Shouldn't you strive as passionate for feeling this distant, whatever? Let's talk to Eleonora. Use her.
Hey.
Yes?
Ask Eleonora about this place. This is mission control. As a blade, you can. Oh, I see. You haven't registered as a blade. Oh, if you do register and join the division, you'll be able to accept missions right here. I understand that you haven't decided yet what role you wish to play here in LA, and that's fine. But I do believe you will make a splendid blade. Trust me, I've seen countless blades standing right here. I know talent when I see it.
Yes?
She's very cute. My name is Eleonora, and I serve as Blade's receptionist. If you have any questions about your assignments, feel free to ask me anything. If there's anything that I can do to help, I hope you let me be of service. Now go do your best. I expect great things from you. I still don't know how to move the camera. Okay, let's get there in the barracks. I've been stalling for quite a bit. I should probably not try to stall when I'm streaming, though.
And here we are, the Blade Barracks. Consider yourself our guest until we finish getting you registered. Feel free to come and go as you please.
I think I can answer that one.
I don't even know what I asked.
So,
Nagi.
you must be the latest rescue.
Yes.
Secretary Nagi!
Miss Koo. Chipper as always, I see.
What can I say? Pep is my middle name.
I ran into Doug Barrett on the way here, and he didn't seem quite so upbeat. Anything about today's flight I should know?
No. Nothing to worry about.
That it didn't work?
Be sure it stays that way. More importantly, Elma, you found another one. Excellent work out there.
Just doing my job, Mr. Secretary.
Now, as for officially registering our new citizen here.
Why don't we talk inside? There's a lot of ground to cover. It could take some time.
Ah yes, of course. Forgive me. You must be weary from the stasis and your journey back to us.
Yes.
Please, after you.
I'll put on some tea.
I understood. I'm gonna play like mostly like 2 hours and a half a day.
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kentaro Nagi. You may remember me as captain of the White Whale.
Now that I think about it, he
Now
kind
I
of
serve as
reminds me of
Secretary of
Bruce.
Defense here for New LA.
Bruce
The
Lee's
provisional
stand-ins.
government has charged me with keeping the peace, so all military and police matters fall under my jurisdiction.
He's also my superior officer. And he'd be an excellent person to talk to when you're ready to start looking for work.
What about a job right here
Primera
with Blade?
chamba.
He seems capable.
Let's give it a little more time. At least until he knows enough to be able to make an informed decision. He seems to be suffering from some form of memory loss.
Memory loss? From the stasis?
Bad writing.
He could
Lazy
barely
writing.
remember his name, and nothing at all about what
I mean, I'm an
happened to Earth
avatar,
or
so
the
that
White
doesn't really
Whale.
matter.
I see.
I was saying,
Though,
like,
come to think
when I
of
first played the game,
the
like,
entire lot
I
of
was
us have
not really
only
a fan
been on
of
this
the
planet
fact that I was
for
playing
what,
as an avatar.
2 months?
I just
It shouldn't take very
prefer
long to get
playing
caught
as
up.
established
My
characters.
thoughts exactly.
That's just me.
Well then,
But given the
Where
type
should
of
we
game it
begin?
is, like, it matches.
it started at the end, 2 years ago.
I don't
The
even
end
remember if,
of
like,
Earth.
I only get one
The casualty
option
of a
where I
battle
can.
between two
ask all of
hyper-advanced
them.
alien civilizations.
I think I could ask all of them.
Their technology and weapons were
I
beyond
think
our
it's very
comprehension.
fascinating.
We were like infants, naked, powerless. The Earth was reduced to ash and blown away.
It's actually crazy.
I still wonder if I hadn't been there. If maybe all of this could have somehow been avoided.
No one can know that, Elma. What we do know is without you, there'd have been no Project Exodus, and no escape for any of us. Did it go perfectly? No. But we are here, and we are alive. We survived.
You know, something that really happens with Xenoblade X is the characters don't get a
So
lot
yes,
of fine art.
Project
Not even the
Exodus.
girls. So I
Once
wonder
we learned
if
the Earth
it
might be
being
threatened,
released
we needed a plan
on
to
Nintendo
preserve all
Switch is
her
going to
various
change
life
that
forms.
to an extent.
That plan was the Earth Life Colonization Project, otherwise known as Project Exodus.
Those of us who escaped on the White Whale spent over 2 years wandering in space. 2 hard years. But we clung to our mission, find a habitable planet, and settle there. We had no idea how long it would take. Or that the decision would eventually be made for us.
The xenoforms found us again, and, well, it wasn't a happy reunion. Earth wasn't enough. They wanted humanity destroyed.
Yep.
For better and for worse.
This is another thing that
we
was
were close
criticized.
to
I was
planet
like, you know,
Mira
the
when
story,
we lost
right? But like
control of the White Whale.
the bad guys,
Inertia and gravity took it from
the
there.
buildings, like it
The
was
ship
like a
had taken
very
way
heavily
too much
criticized thing.
damage
Well,
to
not heavily,
survive
but it was like
entering the
one of the things that
atmosphere
many people
intact.
agreed that it wasn't like very good.
We had no choice.
Like the bad guys could have been better.
We channeled all
more
the power
interesting.
we had left to soft land the habitat.
But they cannot. I'm not sure if that's gonna like it's gonna
Once
help
the dust cleared,
the
we
added
set to work
content and stories
transforming it
that
into
they're
its
gonna give
current
the game.
state. Searching for survivors, establishing Blade, installing the provisional government. Basically, making it a sustainable city.
Yeah, but like make it more walkable. Put trams. Okay, so we did go over everything. But doesn't really matter. Like, yeah, I'm
is
like,
an
yeah, I
acronym.
think you have you just
Builders
like
of a
they're
legacy after the
builders of
destruction
legacy
of
after
Earth.
the destruction of Earth.
Quite fitting, I think.
Hmm?
It's a relatively new organization. Up there in space, we had plenty of provisions, and a crew trained to handle the limited amount of situations we might encounter in our travels. But of course, all that changed after we lost most of our ship and came crashing down here on Mira. We needed food, water, search and rescue teams, surveyors, police. The list goes on and on. It was too much for the provisional government to manage on its own, so Blade was born. The idea was to have one central organization with different disciplines to fill these various roles. Its core was pulled from the Coalition military, so it's mostly former soldiers. But fighting isn't our most important duty. Right now, we have a single top priority that supersedes all others. The search for and recovery of the Lifehold.
As the name says, right?
Take a
You
look
can
at
imagine
this.
where it is. Well, not yet. I mean, it's like right there.
The white whale was
For some
designed to
reason, it
carry
takes
an
us forever to
exceedingly
get there.
large number of passengers, all of them held in stasis. All housed in a structure called the Lifehold. This is a complete schematic of that facility. Only essential personnel were conscious and active for the journey from Earth. The flight crew, maintenance engineers. And of course, some military so we could defend ourselves if necessary. But the vast majority were in the Lifehold. Are in the Lifehold. With any luck, they're all still there, in stasis, waiting to be rescued.
Let's see if this game actually does
But
well in the
there's
same,
a problem.
given the fact that it came
We
out
now
the same
know
day that
Lifehold broke apart
Assassin's
along
Creed
with the rest of
Shadows
the
came
ship
out.
when we came
I
down
wonder
on
if this is
Mira.
gonna be like a game that like
What we
help
don't know is exactly
kill
where all the
Assassin's
pieces
Creed
landed.
Shadows, because
Not
it seems
very
like that game's
comforting, I
probably
know.
not gonna do very good. Like just the sale
Blade's
numbers
top priority
don't seem
now is
very.
locating the missing units.
I mean, who knows? Like we still got the weekend coming, so it could absolutely go up, but it's not looking like it's gonna go up by much. Let's just get this over with. So I wonder if people are going to talk about how this game
All citizens
beat
of
it. It's going to be
NLA are required to
interesting.
register their name, age, and occupation. We also ask you report any personal assets.
I mean, how are they
Take a
going to know
short
their
survey
age if they
regarding
were
your
like,
current
how am
state
I
of
going to know
health.
my age if I don't remember
All
it?
purely as a precaution. I'm sure you
I
understand.
don't know, I have amnesia.
As the caretakers of humanity's survival, we all have certain responsibilities.
And hey, it's not all bad. Registering gets you access to all kinds of public services.
Yes, I guess.
In any case, I'm sure this is all a lot to digest. You'll be wanting some time. Ms. Koo, even I'm tired of hearing myself speak. Why don't you take our guest out for some air? Perhaps a tour of the administrative district.
Yes, sir. Come on, we'll keep this briefing brief.
After, Let's see if we. Okay. So yeah, this is like the chapter systems. Okay. Press R to display the navigation panel at the bottom right of the screen. This will show the objectives of your currently track missions. You can toggle the missions. Basically the same way that you do it in Xenoblade 2. As you explore the administrative district, think about what sort of life you would like here in LA. Take all the time you need. I'll be right here whenever you're ready. Oh, I got friends who are playing it already. Ooh, my stomach. It hurts.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Yeah. Nagi must really, really want him to join Blade.
Oh,
The
we're already
AD is a
getting
bit
the
different from the other
silent
districts.
protagonist
It's
blazing.
got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any
That's
extra
also
fluff.
kind of the reason why I'm not a huge fan of like the
Get
silent protagonist all that
hold of
much.
that
I don't
skill.
like how like you feel
The
like
way that they walk is so cool.
They're
Oh
made to be
yeah,
blazed.
work it, baby.
Lynn, that's inappropriate.
Now this guy gets it. Aren't they just the coolest? Just everything about them. The lasers, the force fields, the bipedal and vehicular transformations. You ever
They're
have
very
that
fun to
dream where
use,
you're
too.
inside one and it's just transforming over and over and over? Yeah,
It's
you
really
know what I'm
fun to like
talking
transfer
about.
them. That's fun.
Actually,
Like they just
I
make the
don't
game a
normally
lot
show
more
this
fun
to people, but
once you
I've
get
been
them.
working on some Skell fanfiction. Hold on, I'll just pull it up here. 1 sec.
Lynn?
Oh, right. Sorry.
Originally, Skells were developed as a defensive measure to counter potential alien threats. It wasn't enough to save Earth, though. We were outnumbered and outgunned. Still, just look around you. New LA has gone from basically nothing to this in just 2 short months. We could never have come so
Wow.
far so fast without Skell technology. I'd love to get you into one to see for yourself, but it's not that simple.
Well, yeah, duh. For one thing, only Blades are allowed to pilot Skells. And even then, you need a license.
Okay.
These aren't toys we're talking about. They're complex machines with powerful weapons. And they're a precious resource. We only have so many of them to go around. So yes, as you might imagine, the certification process is a fairly rigorous one.
Around like 8
I'm
chapters.
sure you're thinking, where do I sign up for
That's
the
what
test?
she means.
But it's not
Yeah, I
that
think it was
simple.
around
They
8,
choose
7,
you, not the other way
chapter-ish. Like
You can't just
that's
walk in the
more or
front door
less
and
how long it
volunteer.
takes to get it.
There is some criteria. The details are
Chapter
largely
number
hidden,
8.
but basically HQ
I
only
think.
allows
I
the
don't
cream of the
remember.
crop to take the test. Blades who go above and beyond in their duties and for the people of New LA in general.
El que se pone la
So
camiseta.
what do you say? If you become a Blade and work hard, I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before they tap you on the shoulder.
Speaking of work, that reminds me. Why don't we check out the Mission Control Board first? That's where we take on our assignments.
Good call. Let's head on over.
Yeah, okay, I see. And here's where Eleonora is.
So this is Mission Control.
Where
We
is
don't have a
she?
dispatch system yet, so
Bro,
Blades
she's
usually
gone.
choose their own assignments.
They despawn her.
Everyone comes here and selects from the missions available on the board.
And it's not just official Blade tasks. Anyone with a request is free to post here. Businesses,
Oh, no,
citizens,
yeah.
whoever.
Anybody
Yeah,
can post
it's
them, but
how
basically
anything
only
gets
Blades
done in
can
New LA,
take them.
So the board is constantly updated.
Makes sense.
Just about every Blade will stop by here at some point in their shift.
It's like our second home. You'll always find a number of Blades around here, blowing off steam or browsing mission control for their next assignment.
You know,
Whenever I
your
get
first
freed up, I'll stop
Xenoblade
here
game was
first thing to
Xenoblade
check
2,
for
and
any
this is
missions
like,
I might be suited for.
and this is the first time you play
Likewise. And if the assignment
Xenoblade
seems
X.
too tough to
I
handle
cannot
solo,
imagine how it feels to hear like
that's
the
what
term
the Scout
blade,
console
blade,
is
blade,
for.
and being a
We
completely
should show you
different
that
thing
next.
from like the game you
Hey,
were
who's
introduced
giving this
to.
tour anyway? We also have the Scout console, if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo. And Elma just said that, didn't she?
Hey,
She's right behind me, isn't she? You see? Oh. I think her design is cute, but her model is not that great.
Yes?
Okay, no, I already asked this. Can I? Oh yeah, I'm not a registered blade. Whoa. Wait. Any fool who's dumb enough to face these fool head-on will leave to make the same mistake twice. You must constantly move to stay on your opponent's blind spot. Attack your fool from the back. Attack it from high or below. Anywhere but head-on. Attacking from any of those positions will improve your accuracy and your odds of landing a critical hit. You understand? Do you not understand? Either way, repeat what I said 1,000 times until it finally penetrates that thick skull. I don't think that's one of the guys. That yeah, that looks like one of the party members, but I don't think he is that party member.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I almost don't feel like I should probably just talk to NPCs in my time off. What the hell? Oh yeah, you register.
The Blade Scout Console. When the going gets tough, the tough go to the Scout Console. You know, to
this is for
get
multiplayer.
tougher.
I never got to use multiplayer in the original
If
game.
you do end up joining us, you'll quickly realize just how important this little
I did
kiosk
have it
is.
when it was around. Like,
A
so
lot
I'm
of
not
the
gonna
mission
tell you that.
control
Oh, I
assignments
missed
are
the
too much
board.
for
No, I
any one
didn't.
blade to
I just
handle.
never did.
They tend to call for multiple members with specialized knowledge or unique skills. This console lets you search for and recruit other blades to fill those roles for just such an occasion.
You can't spell blade without team. Sorta. Anyway, awesome, right? So, you're ready to join up?
Hang on, Lynn. Take it easy, would you?
What? I'm just saying you'd have to be some kind of an idiot not to want to join Blade. Or maybe a crazy person.
Oh, and here I thought you might be pressuring our guest.
Apology accepted. Now, how about a little shopping? And I'm not talking about the stuff over in the commercial district. I'm talking about Armory Alley.
Damn, I wanted to go to the commercial district.
Hey. So this street's what we call Armory Alley.
Blades can requisition equipment from any of the vendors here.
I won't lie, most Blade members face danger on a daily basis. Having the latest gear isn't about impressing your friends. It's a matter of survival.
True enough. And that goes not only for your personal armor and weapons, what we call ground gear, but for skell equipment as well.
You can even buy whole skells. Can you imagine owning your own skell? Huh? Oh, right, the door. I think all that's left is the heart of Blade itself. Blade Tower.
It is a fucked up thing is you have to buy your party members their scales. I mean, you do get that like a free one, I think. But then when you... Oh yeah, I cannot use it right now.
Really?
The suspension of the skull is completely rag. I will have to Okay, so here's where we talk to Bandem.
So yeah, Blade Tower. When we come here, it's usually to stop by Blade HQ.
You do nothing. You just
The
like come here
higher-ups,
to like get
Secretary
cutscenes.
Nagi
That's
and
basically
Commander
what you do.
Vandam will spend most of their day here. The government leaders too.
Like I said, you
They're
just
based
come
in
here
the
to
tower.
get cutscenes.
Guys
That's
like our
the
new
toll.
Director
This is
General
like the
Maurice
entire purpose
Hassan,
of
for
this.
example.
Blades sometimes report to the leadership here after we finish key assignments. You'll want to remember this place.
And that about does it for our tour. So, what do you think? Pretty amazing setup, right? You can't wait to join Blade, right?
Okay, Lynn, seriously,
Yes,
that's enough.
like it's turning off. You know,
We're
like
not
maybe
here to
I,
make a
you know,
sales
maybe
pitch.
we're just gonna
We
sell
just want you
coffee
to
at
have
the
all the
commercial
facts
district.
so
bro.
you can make an informed decision
just
to
keep
join
pressuring
us,
me.
or not. Now
That's not
that
how
you've
it
seen
works.
where and how we work,
you're not letting me
hopefully
think
it made a
about
good
it.
impression, but your decision will be just that, your decision. In any case, let's head back to the barracks. Secretary Nagi will be waiting.
Finish chapter 1. You've just woken up, so you must be feeling pretty hazy. If you're confused about anything, you can check the tips. I bet you'll find some info that will be relevant to your situation. Treat them as your basic textbook for surviving on Mira. Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, the auto run button is impressive. No, I actually think he had it. I think this game introduced the auto run button. I was just an idiot who never used it. I think that's what happened. Okay, there it is.
Honey, we're home.
Yes, very amusing.
Who wants a fresh cup of tea?
Thank you, Ms. Gu, but I can't stay long. I just wanted to pass along a request from your commanding officer.
Commander Vandam?
Yeah. The other
Does it have
Vandam.
anything to do with our new arrival?
Correct.
Well, this is technically the
He
first
stopped by
Vandam.
while you were out on your tour.
Oh, I think about it.
He said he'll come back, but that I
Yeah, he
shouldn't
was the
wait
first
to
one.
ask you.
Here we go. I bet I can guess.
It
You
can.
probably can. He wants to fast-track our new friend here for blade duty with a training assignment. What in the hell are we waiting for? As he put it.
Jesus Christ, they're not even asking
The commander
me.
does have a way with
Bro,
words.
you could just ask me a while ago. At this point,
Makes
it's just
even
like
my pitch sound smooth.
it's like
I
these guys are
explained
like
about the
they're
memory
making it.
issues,
They're
but he
making
didn't
all
see
these
it as a
like they're
problem.
dancing around
And
the
to
fact
be
that
honest,
like yes,
given our
join
current
Blade
need
already.
for
Like,
blade recruits,
bro,
I
it's
can't
just
say I
like
entirely
ask me already so
disagree.
I can join.
Hey, it's not me you need to convince. Blade service is voluntary, remember?
Of course.
It's
and I would never
emotional
force or coerce
coercion.
anyone.
I don't know, bro.
Well, friend, what do you say? Can we count on you to do your part? I knew you'd make the right choice. Welcome to the organization.
I don't know
Elma,
what happens
he
if you
can
say
start
no.
on your
I
team.
have no
You'll
interest in
begin
finding
training immediately.
out. You can
Yes,
ask
Mr. Secretary.
Luxin
pleasure.
or somebody.
All right. Welcome to
I
the
know.
Cool
I don't
Kids
know. Like
Club.
some of the Xenoblade guys.
Now then, let's discuss that training assignment. We've decided to start you out on a probe installation, just to get your feet
No,
wet.
I don't
guess we
have the
should
volume
back up
very
a bit.
high,
Here in
but
New
I can hear
LA,
his
we're using
dialogue.
a specialized computer system called Frontier
And the
Nav to
music
help
is
us
not
deploy
getting
a
in the way,
sensor
so that might
grid
be a good
across
sign.
Mira. A network of
I
data
cannot tell
probes that
like
allows us to
myself
monitor
because
conditions
you know
and
I'm
collect all
recording
kinds
and
of
I'm
information
streaming,
about the planet.
and I don't have like the volume very
Expanding
high.
that grid and filling in the blind spots
So
is
I'll
one of
probably have to
Blade's
rely on
highest
you guys
priorities.
telling me if
Here, take
you
a
know
look at this.
the sound design
What you're
has
seeing
improved.
on screen is a terrain map.
Although,
that
like,
includes New
I mean,
LA
honestly, like,
and the
I think
surrounding landmass.
ever since this game,
As you can see, we've
monolith
divided the
games,
area
like just the
into a
Xenoblade
series
games,
of hexagonal
had all like
blocks.
issues with like
We call these
audio
blocks
mixing.
segments.
Like
Together, they form our grid.
the music is just
We
way too
determined
loud,
this was the
and it
most
just
efficient
speaks
pattern
over
for
the
limited
dialogue,
range
and
of
it
our probes.
just sounds awful.
Based on it, we know
Like
exactly
it's
where
very
we
hard
needed the
to
probes
listen
go.
to what the characters
Now
are
we
saying.
just have to install them.
You spend a lot of the time just reading
The sooner the
the
better, as far
the
as I'm
freaking
concerned. The
subtitles.
Frontier Nav probes can also detect the general locations of living things in the vicinity, which comes in handy
Vicinity.
if we need to track down a blade or another citizen.
I think I'm gonna
Yes,
turn on the light
quite handy
already.
indeed.
So at least my
So for this first exercise, you'll be
freaking,
heading here to that white
kitchen.
segment. Go there, install the data probe, and then come back home.
Got it. East of the city.
In that case, we can take the east gate out of the administrative district, right? We should be there in no time.
I'll leave the details on the data probe installation procedure.
I'm just gonna
to
turn
you,
on my kitchen because
Of course,
Turn on
Mr.
my-
Secretary. All right,
my
you
living
two,
room.
shall we?
Well, I guess it's kind of a dining room,
Yeah.
like
Training or not, let's go install the hell out of that probe.
yeah, my living room. Oh wow, already chapter 2. Let's go. Installing data probes is one of the Blade's most fundamental duties. But that's a lesson that perhaps best taught in the field. I'd like you to accompany Elma to see exactly what I mean. This will be your first Blade mission. You can expect to be compensated if if it's completed to our satisfaction. Now show us what you can do. No, yeah, okay. Yeah, I cannot use this right now. Network console. I think this is where you gather like... Okay, yeah, none of this is usable at the moment. No, this is not where you... Yeah, this is where you put your scales. Once you buy scales, I think, yeah, this is like the maximum you can have or something. Or this is the one that your party uses, I think. This is where they will be. I remember me like telling you, it's like, yeah, they added an auto run to this game. I'm like, now I think like, wait, no, like this game always had it. I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm not quite sure, to be honest. If not, like I wouldn't have to, repeat it. I wouldn't have to be so.
Man, am I
cautious
glad we
about
pulled an assignment to the east of the city this time. It'd be a
I'm gonna
long walk all the way back over to the
untie
west
my hair
gate.
so I can look more like my own
Hold
avatar.
on. Are we even sure the East Gate will be open? Last I heard, it was still on lockdown from all the high-level indigent activity.
It was, but they just lowered the threat level earlier today. The gates are officially open for business. One of our teams must have gone out there and kicked some furry indigent butt, huh? Seriously? That was you? Cool.
I don't think so. Those Grexes we took down were fairly routine. Definitely not something they'd lock both gates over, at least.
Then I take my cool back.
Yeah.
But wait a sec. You guys fought Grexes? The two of you? Hey, that's still pretty cool. They've been hassling a
the
lot of
damage is
teams
done,
lately,
girl. Like the
especially
damage
how
is
they hunt
done.
packs and all.
You hurt my feelings. The damage is done.
Let's not get too excited.
No. Like
Confidence can be good.
you hurt my feelings. Now
Overconfidence
now
can
be
be
responsible
fatal,
about it.
especially when you're new.
Yeah, you're right.
But enough talk. We've got our mission to deal with. Let's head out.
Roger. That probe isn't gonna install itself. Let's get to the East Gate, shall we?
That's really not accurate to my hair color. Like it just looks a lot like very red. I mean, you can see that I have like. I think my hair is pretty dark, but it's not quite black. I mean, it looks black, but it's dark. This is Eleonora, Blade Support Lead, here to tell you what the segment feature of your map is now available to use. It's displayed on your handheld comm device. It is a useful tool that allows lots of info about Mira. Give it a look if you're unsure where you are and what to do. Okay, no. I mean, it's not too bad. Okay, there it is. So this is how it's changed. So basically, you didn't have a map option in the Wii version. You want to know why? Because this map was the one that you were always seeing on the Wii U gamepad. You had your Wii U gamepad. That was your map, and it was basically always active. So yeah, so if you were playing on like the tablet mode, you had to switch back and forth, right, between like tablet mode and regular mode on the Wii U gamepad. I think that you have like a shortcut for it. Like I thought it would be something like R D-pad or something to be able to open the map. Like usually the Xenoblade games are very good at having like a shortcut, but I guess this is not gonna be the case. Again, I'm gonna talk to them when I get the chance. We're gonna destroy like every monster we see on the pad. Wait. Oh wait, no. Yeah, okay, I almost engaged in combat. Okay. Let me see. Party, fashion, art, classes. We're gonna change to classes. Oh no. In order for me to change class, I have to get to rank 10. I want to do the this one, the light, say the Galactic Knight pad first. Then we'll do the rest. Right now we're at Drifter, which is the default class.
Get a load of this.
We should weaken them just to be safe.
Look at that. Work like a charm.
Shadow Strike!
Wild Smash! And it's down! Weaken them!
Assault hammer!
Slide! Thunder!
Flame grenade! Look at that! Follow up with melee
Let
attack.
me load up the... I'm just like...
Don't push me! They're
I
tough.
should heal up first.
Heal me up! Split gauge!
Okay.
Slide!
Flame bombers! I'm in the
Hit him
zone!
hard for me!
Melee attacks! Scream Edge!
Let's see if we can survive it.
Shadow Strike!
Fire Carnival! Yes! Hit him again for me!
We're dead. Yeah, we don't have enough TP so like to save me. Okay, so basically Lane is a tank. Yes, I know that little girl is a tank. Hard to believe, right? It is what it is. Okay.
Get a load of this.
Locked and loaded. We should weaken them just to be safe.
Shadow Strike!
Look at that. Work like a charm.
Wild Smash!
Slide!
Assault
I'm
hammer!
gonna do some damage!
Watch me lay it!
Flame grenade!
Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna...
Send them packing. Take it in close.
Now it's my turn!
Wild down!
Assault hammer!
Weaken them! Lay it!
Flame grenade!
Fire Carnival!
Look at that. Work like a charm. Now, topple them with some gunfire.
Okay, side slash, which is basically the dual sword equivalent of Split Edge.
Open fire. Follow me.
I've got your cover fire!
Shadow Strike!
Weaken them!
Flame
Scream
grenade.
Edge!
Look at that. Work like dinner is
Move in and do
served.
some
We
nice
got
work.
it. We got a bot. That was like our first viewer in a while. It's a bot. Okay, there it is.
Get a load of this.
They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack.
Let's see you wobble.
Wow! Nice!
Assault hammer!
We can lay it!
Flame grenade! Look at that. Work like charge. Chrome armor!
We're gonna see if this time we can kill it.
Don't push me!
God damn it.
No!
I should heal up first.
Heal me up!
Again for me!
I'm using the knife to build up the...
Shadow strike.
Oh, god damn it.
What the? They're tough. Heal me up!
3 minutes.
Okay.
Fire Carnival!
Tiger Clash.
Chrome armor! Don't push me!
I can't seem to get fired up.
Oh, god damn it.
A steel hand.
Okay, we kill it.
Blade's looking pretty sharp.
We only have up until 99. We can sell a lot of the garbage, so who cares? Just wanted to kill one. Escape BC.
Open fire! Follow me!
Target in sight.
Hit him again for me!
Leave it to me!
Shadow strike. Suck nice. Move in and do some damage.
Block this!
Barely burned.
Now! Topple them with some gunfire!
Now topple him.
Assault hammer!
Okay, we got it. Oh look, those are all the dead monsters because of a freaking spider.
Let's get this started!
Engaging. Lay down some fire. Shadow strike.
Fire Carnival!
Appendage destroyed. Move in and
Block
strike.
this! Topple them! Fire away!
Use an aura. Get control of the battle. Move in and do some damage.
Block this!
Okay, we got it.
Send them pack!
Now
Take
it's
it
my
close.
turn.
Fire Carnival!
Assault hammer! Topple them! Fire away!
Target in sight.
I'm doing good! Your turn to land a hit. Split gauge! Dinner is served.
We got it.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
I think that's it. This is one of those auto stations, and here it is. We're gonna fight that thing. You see it? How powerful it is? I don't think it's that powerful. But I'm gonna be honest. I was also never really that good at this game, to be completely honest.
What the hell happened here?
That giant spider. Also, I started watching the Sam Raimi films recently. Well, I'm still in Spider-Man
You don't
1, so I
think-
haven't finished it.
That one Sinicula could have killed all these simius.
The tyrant.
Unless
Unless... what?
It's
this
uncontrollable.
is bad.
What's bad? I don't follow you.
That Sinicula. It's a tyrant.
Huh? But it looks just like any other Sinicula.
But that's.
Think about it.
I mean, I
Your typical
feel like you
Simius
should
is
know
way higher
this,
up on the
Lynn.
food chain than your typical Sinicula, right? Usually,
I should
you find
ask those
one Cynic
questions.
standing over 3 or 4 Cynicula corpses.
But then again, I also
But
don't have
here,
an
the
idea what the
tables have
fuck
been
does
turned.
Iniqua.
And I don't see a single trace of any other indigents in the area. There's only one explanation. That Cynicula is a tyrant.
Let me check the Blade Report database.
That's what
If there's a tyrant this close
what
to the
she means.
city,
It's
someone
a
must have run
unique
across
monster.
it.
Is Xenoblade X's
Bingo.
take on a unique
There was
monster?
a
That's what it
Cynicula
is.
tyrant sighted not too long ago, but it was a couple of segments further out.
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA, or come here to feed, or who knows what.
That's crazy. I can't believe there's a tyrant right on our doorstep, and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
Well, don't forget why they sent us here in the first place. Frontier Nav's range is still limited.
Oh, right. They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it went off the grid.
We don't need to know what it is. I already explained it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa there, rookie. We're talking about a tyrant here. Do you even understand what that means?
Yes.
We should probably explain.
What the hell?
Tyrant is our term for any indigenous
I didn't
life
want an
form that falls
explanation.
outside of our usual threat ranking system. In other words, they're too powerful for us to even measure how dangerous they would
I
be to
told you,
take
like
on.
the whole
And
choice
too
things don't matter.
powerful doesn't always just mean physically strong. If a creature has even a single
They have like
especially
new,
nasty
like
trait,
different
it's
traits. They
classified
have
as a
like
tyrant.
different abilities. Like
Even some of Blade's
they
very
attack
best
you with different
teams have
properties and
come
all that
back with
shit. Like they
serious
do have, like
injuries after
they're
running into
different.
a tyrant in the field. If they come back at all. As long as you understand the risks involved. Lynn,
I don't think
Count
they
me in.
made a difference.
The same goes for everyone in New LA, but
Her
if we're
Monotopine
gonna
is very
settle
cute.
here on this planet, we're gonna have to get used to dealing with tyrants.
What happened to
now.
the second one?
Besides, if I need to, I can always run away while it's busy chewing on one of you guys.
fair enough. But don't push it, okay? Either of you. If we can take it down, great, but if not, even just luring it away would be a moral victory. As long as we buy enough time to install the probe, we can use Frontier Nav to track it, or any other tyrant that comes this close to the city from now on. Just make sure you're ready before we attack. This will be tougher than anything else we've faced.
Engaging a tyrant is no small task. It is important to equip your desk before charging it. Let's go to party. Yeah, you can just you can just become stronger. Okay. Yeah, you can just become stronger just doing that shit. It auto optimizes your thing. Just pressing like the button is it. Destroying appendages. You can aim your attacks at particular parts of your enemies, reducing the appendages held. RY or R8. Okay, got it. Okay. You can aim your attacks at particular parts of your enemies. Reducing the appendage held gauge to 0 will destroy it. You can change the part you aim at with RY or R8. Additionally, destroying the appendages before defeating an enemy may yield additional rewards in the battle. Well, okay.
How is this even work? We should weaken them just to be safe. Fire
Look at that.
particle!
Shadow Strike!
Let's go with go.
That could have dented
to me! Look at that!
Now,
Follow up with melee attack! So you like knocking people around?
We're staggered.
Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
Block this!
Shadow strike.
Fire carnival!
I'm off balance.
Okay, now we can do the.
Upper hand. Sliding. We're up against a big target. Buff up now.
Here! Sit in there and show them off!
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Can't seem to get fired up.
God damn it. Okay.
Move in and do some damage.
Block this! Now! Top with some gunfire! Flame grenade!
Now, my turn.
Split head!
We're almost done.
Follow up with melee
To
attack!
finish this. Okay, there is it. We rank. We went up a rank.
We are awesome!
Nice work, Lynn. You fought well. You did too.
The battle
Now
combat
let's
is
get
very
down
fun
to
in this
business
game.
and install that
Once you
data
understand
probe.
it, the thing is,
If
yeah,
we stay
it
here
seems like
for
they're
long,
doing a better
there's
job
no
making
telling
sure
what
people
other
understand the
playmates might
combat.
show up.
But I need to compare this
This beam of light
because it
indicates
could
a
be that some
frontier
of the
nav
stuff was
site.
already in the game initially,
marks
but
the ideal
I just didn't pay
spot to bury
attention.
the
But I don't
probe.
really think so. I think like he did improve that.
Okay, the probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Thanks, Lynn. The top half of the cylinder contains the probe itself. The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth. We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run. We all set?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
Why don't you do the honors? You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it a try.
It looks like the ground bleeds. Or at least I remember, like in the previous
Good.
game,
Now we just
yeah,
need to
like
give it a
it looked
minute
like
to
the
reach the
ground
target
is
depth.
bleeding. And that is it. You won't see that every time, but you will see this every time.
And installation
And you will
complete.
not see the
We are now
animation of
online
how
with
you
a
drill
solid
in.
connection
You
to
will just see
Frontier
this.
Nav.
Excellent. See? At the end of the day, there's really not much to it.
Nope.
The hardest part was calculating the ideal probe locations. We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
Yep, planting probes is easy. And the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew. So anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
That'll do it for your training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagi.
Sure. Take it all. Okay, Frontier Nav probe size. Frontier Nav probe size, or FN size for short, are optimal locations to plan data probes. Placing one will reveal segments, recon forwards, surrounding segments, whatever. You can go to the main menu, map segments to see which segments contain Frontier Nav probes placement spots. Unlock a pathfinder. If we're gonna grow Frontier Nav, we need to install more data probes. To plan one, simply approach a vacant one, probe site, and press A. If you find a good spot, be sure to go ahead and claim it. It's common sense, really, right? And I'm pretty sure this stuff was already like in the main game. Now that all that is left is report back to the enemy. First, I'll let you observe a giant bit that is usually the best engaged with the scale, neutralizing a foe that cannot. Like that on foot, especially at time. It's pretty risky. Be careful about such things in the future, okay? Alright, so segments. Segment recon, you pass the details for it, right? Segment recon, the details that show the tasks that need to be performed in each segment. Each category is shown with its own icon. Resolving this increases your survey rate, right? The survey rate is basically the completion rate of each area. If there is a segment recon task still to address at your current location, a yellow hexagonal area will be displayed in the minimap. This is known as the segment marker. The segment marker indicates the borders of the segment you're currently occupying. You can also go to main menu, map, segments, then select a segment and press R, R stick to manually display the segment marker for a particular segment in the minimap. Manually set the segment markers will be displayed as a blue hexagonal area even if you're outside the borders. Neat. I tell you, this game at night is beautiful. Like Primoria, which is not even like honestly, I think Primoria looks better at night. Yeah, like for example, Guard Plains, it looks like alright, and many like Xenoblade 2 areas and Xenoblade 3 areas, they just look like passable during the night. But Xenoblade X looks gorgeous during the night. The moonlighting is incredible. It does a lot for the game. I would face them, but I don't really think it's a good idea for now. Let's just get some collectibles here. When you have a scale, getting collectibles is the joke. It makes it so much easier. We didn't kill this guy the last time.
Get a load of this.
Let's see what you've got. Shadow Strike! I owe you one.
Don't push me.
Get off! Fire Carnival! Slide!
So you like
Touch me
knocking
up.
people around?
Side clutch!
Hang on. This'll help.
Appreciate it.
Damn.
Recuperate.
Fire Carnival! I can't seem to get fired up.
Yeah, it's on now.
Wild down!
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Watch me lay into it!
We got it.
Nice work.
Got better.
Nope. Classes. No, we still got. We still got 2 ranks to go. 2 more ranks to go. Let's go. I think the last thing we're gonna do is like join Blade and join a division. Yeah, I mean they're gonna explain what a division is. You don't know. Okay. Sorry, it's like I have people talking to me right now. There it is.
Commander Vandam.
It's here.
Well, now, look what the cat dragged in.
Sorry we missed you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ, you know.
Indeed. I suggested as much. Twice.
And we know how much I enjoy being told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a tyrant, way out of your league, on a training mission, no less. That was reckless, and goddamn magnificent.
We already did 3 chapters.
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
The bet?
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. If you'll all excuse me, Commander.
Well, Bandem is like his superior. I don't remember that.
Well, that wasn't obvious at all.
Huh. Look at you two. I swear, you're like 2 children excited about a new toy.
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked him to become a blade, little Miss Stick in the Rear.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
Enough about that. Where are your manners, anyway? I still haven't been introduced to our new recruit here.
Commander Vandam is Blade's top officer.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow? Huh. Not much for conversation, are you?
So you still haven't told us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway, first we need Chatty Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment. Whoa there, Itchy Trigger. I know you're just chafing at the bit to run out there and grab the world by its tail, but you need to choose a division first. Once that's all hashed out, we can get into detail about what your first assignment's gonna be.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right? There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Let's start with the Pathfinders. Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission.
I don't know if this one's
still
still
bad.
bad.
Job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors. You met
Pathfinders
Akalov
kind of
and
gets
Evans, right?
obsolete after a while.
Marina
Like, it's
and Gwen,
useful,
this
like,
is
it's
their
fine.
division.
But after you basically discover everything,
Interceptors have one main duty.
you basically don't have a
Protect
division.
New LA and everyone
I
in
mean,
it from the
they also have like
wildlife
some
here on
other
Mira.
passive like bonuses, but they're just
Right
not that
now,
useful.
this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads. They escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Next are the Harriers. Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell
This is a
pilot
decent
conducting the
one.
test flight with Lynn? He's
These are
part of
basically
the
guys who likes to
Harriers.
fight.
If you think of the Interceptors as
Bullseye, right?
defense,
Yeah, that's
Harriers
bullseye.
would be New LA's offense. They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigene that moves.
And you got your Reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the White Whale. Among other things,
The
that
characters
is,
that you see there,
including anything of ours left behind after a battle. Skell debris, weapons, personal
are
effects.
characters that
it can
you're
get
gonna
a bit
unlock
morbid,
on that
frankly,
class.
but it's gotta be done. Until we're up and running here on Mira, and have this place completely figured out. Everything we brought from Earth needs to be treated like it's irreplaceable. Also, the search for the Lifehold. That's mostly on the Reclaimers.
Next, Curators. Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory.
I think this is one of the best ones.
Bringing back whatever samples they
Because
can get
it's,
their
like,
hands on.
inherently
Roots,
always
bugs,
useful.
sticks and stones, you name
That
it.
you get more points for like
It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigens.
Next?
yeah, but like you get the most for just getting collectibles.
Prospectors do, well, prospecting. They poke around, looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here. We packed all the essentials we could on the White Whale, but
Here's the
that
thing:
won't
there's
last
probably
forever.
one that is indefinite. Like
We need to be able
there's
to
one or
replenish
two
our
that are
water
better
and
than the
fuel
rest,
if we
and
want
you
to
should just pick
survive.
those. But I don't
Sooner
know
or later,
them
we're gonna have to figure
exactly.
out how to replace
I don't know if
things
they
from
rebalance
scratch.
them.
From the socket on a Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan
There's
in
also a
Lynn's
scale
kitchen.
division, isn't it?
Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Next up, Outfitters.
Yeah, those are the.
All
I
of
think
our
this is the
ground
left
gear
one.
and Skell weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might inspire new weapon ideas, and even assist with testing new prototypes.
Finally, the Mediators.
Oh yeah.
These are the folks who keep
The ones that get
everything
bullied on.
hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public. Any problems a civvy has, they come to Mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat? Mediators. It's not a division for everyone. You need to be a jack of all trades, and a people person. Someone with my charming personality? Probably not the best mediator.
Yeah,
But
I
if you
remember
got
the
what
people
it
used to make
takes,
fun
it's
of
a
this
clutch
one
role, keeping things cool on the home front.
because you're basically like a pacifist type shit.
All right, so I think that's all 8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join? Don't fret about it too much. Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate.
It's really just a matter of like
Mediators
getting
can still
like
get
certain
out there
bonuses.
and mix it up, hunt indigens, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like. So there's really no reason to stress about this.
Yeah.
Alright, you ready to choose?
Yeah, just create creators because I think that's
Yeah,
probably.
and we're on pins and needles here.
Pathfinder makes up play data probes, intercept them, and yeah, once you're done with data probes, Pathfinders is not that good. But it does help you with that. Interceptors, bombarders, protective of the aliens. Yeah, this is like one of the Harriers are like one of people's favorites. They're claimers, kind of like Pathfinders. It kind of loses its novelty. The curators, yeah. The collected materials is what make this one like pretty good. Prospectors mainly focus on mine minerals and resources. I mean, that's not really. I'm just gonna use curators because I think it's like the most optimal.
Then it's settled?
I may be wrong, but I just remembered this
All
one
right.
making it the easier
Thank
to
God
rank up.
that's over. By the power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a blade.
He's like, bro,
Congrats.
like,
And welcome.
I know you're gonna do great.
Now for the job. Let's get down to brass tacks. Nelson's team has gone missing. Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
Nelson. Pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigents here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a skell with them. You'd think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
Alright, we're on it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course. Let's move out.
Roger that.
I gotta say, Xenoblade Chronicles X is the very first time that I hear ASAP being pronounced like that and not ASAP. Bro, you're not even taking any breaks from this. Later says, you're official of Blade now. Congrats, becoming one of us grants us access to a variety of services, including shop terminal, AM terminal, mission control, and more. Some services are still off limits at the moment, but I'll get back to you on those later. Every wish you could just zip straight back to the place you visited. That's why we have fast travel. It allows you to instantly return to significant landmarks as well as any frontier knife size that have data prompts installed. Just activate the map to use it. Arms manufacturers or AM support us from the sidelines by developing new weaponry and gear, and by utilizing their services we can support them. Head to the AM terminal in Armory Alley to learn more about working AMs. I think I know what this is. Missions compromise duties and requests received directly from the concerned parties or via mission control. They are divided into 4 categories and provide rewards and affinity when completed. Story missions. There are missions advance. Their missions advance the game's main story. You can accept them in the Blade barracks. Definitive missions. These missions heavily feature your team members. You can accept them whenever you see the relevant icon. Normal missions. Mostly requests from NLA citizens or fellow Blades. You can accept them whenever you see the relevant icon. Basic missions, simple tasks like defeating enemies, collecting items. You can accept up to 20 from mission control. While there's a limit. I don't remember there being a limit. Blade reports are a communication tool that residents of Mara use to share useful information they come across. When you visit a segment which you haven't completed the segment recon yet, you may receive a Blade report post. If you do, check your current position on the segment view on the map screen to confirm the segment recon objective and do your best to resolve it.
Gotta say, this blade's looking pretty sharp.
Let's see if I find nah.
What is it? What is it?
How's it going?
Yeah, later.
Hey.
Whoa.
Yes? Be careful.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take a break. That's gonna be all for tonight. Alright. Alright, so that's gonna be it. I'm gonna just, you know, I'm gonna continue like playing this game. I'm not sure if daily. You're not gonna see any of the filler. I already mentioned that. And yeah, that's gonna be it. Thanks. Bye.